I'm good, Alexandra. Did did you schedule an appointment with me last week? We never got together. Did you still need help on that assignment? Oh, perfect. You saw I rescheduled us, right? Because you what you said in the comments was you wanted some input on that assignment, and I didn't want to wait until after it was due to meet with you, so I rescheduled. So if you didn't get, I went into my calendar. You used my opportunity engineer calendar. So uh, let me put the link to my student. I've got a calendar for student office hours. So I'll put that link in the. I'll send you that link. I'll try to put it in the chat because the calendar. Interesting. I'm having I'm I'm having difficulty chasing down how the reminders work. They work well for me. I get reminders, and when someone changes the date, I get a notification. But I thought you should have gotten one too. Sorry about that. Yeah, no. So it was for tomorrow. Yeah. So you didn't show up yet because you scheduled it for tomorrow. I'm just saying it's not on my calendar for tomorrow. So you're welcome to go make another appointment. Or and I'm not sure tomorrow's even going to be open. Tomorrow's I've got a really busy week this week. So, but we'll get together and I'll make sure you get the input you need. But one thing I wanted to mention for everyone's sake is I'm sure that you have a great question, Alexandra, and you want answers to your questions so that you can make sure you do great on the capstone assignment. So I want to answer your question, but I think in order to manage my time wisely, it's going to be helpful if you will think of your questions and kind of post them and make that part of our class collaboration because for one thing, that'll save me a lot of time. And number two, if you have a great question, I know the work you've been doing, and so you're kind of ahead of the game, and your questions could be very valuable for the other students. So I wouldn't want to miss that opportunity as opposed to us having a one on one. If we did it in kind of a collaborative way, then I could answer that question like in one of my Friday reviews or even in one of our Zoom meetings, because that's the purpose for these meetings is to make sure that we're staying on track with these assignments and that you're getting everything you need from me to be as successful as possible especially in the capstone assignment. So anyway, thanks. And if you still want to have a one-on-one with me, I'm available for that. It's going to be harder to get that on the calendar because a lot of things are going on, and I'm like this week just got really full really fast. So it may be difficult this week to do that outside of the time that I set aside for helping the class move forward. So having said that, it is now 10:05. And I'm going to suggest that I've got a couple of things I want to try to answer. So I see you guys are posting your attendance. That's awesome. And I've got some things I want to answer that have been questions over the course of the week. But I would like for you to, if you have any questions, you can answer those now. Could you post the instructions for the capstone assignment? That's a good question, Marcus. I will do that, but it's a little early. It's a little early for that. Test. What's the test, Philip? I don't get it. There is no final exam. The capstone is an assignment, and I will post the assignment and I will post a review. In fact, I'll do the same thing with the capstone that I've done with the other assignments where I will show you here's what I'm looking for. Here's what this student did. They did it really well. This is what this student missed, so that you have a chance to make sure you hit all of the elements in the capstone. So I will do that. I was dialing from Zoom. Okay. Yep. You're here. Test, test. Thanks. So let me cover a couple of questions that have come up. One is the book. I'm hoping that those of you who actually put your name in the list, where you went on the website and you said, mail my book, you had to put your name in the list with your address, because I don't have your address. So my wife mailed those books out like 2 weeks ago, and I'm hoping that you guys got the book. If you didn't get the book and your name was on the list, that's something we have to figure out. If you didn't get the book and you never put your name on the list, that's not my problem. That's, I'm happy to do another list and do round 2. I want you guys to have a copy of the book. Again, you don't need it for the course. It's more of kind of the blueprint, and the book, Make Your Money Count, is my gift to you as a way to keep the process moving forward in your life. The principles and the process that I teach in this course are encapsulated in this book. And it's a beautiful book, and I think it came out great. And so I want you to have a copy. But you don't need it to pass the course, but it was part of the course material, and we're using it in the course just in a digital way. So I hope that helps. You got your book. I'm glad to hear that, Connor. I hope others have too. I haven't heard any more. I got to tell you, I tuned out of GroupMe. I didn't tune out completely. I jump in every once in a while, and I so appreciate all the collaboration that I'm seeing going on there. Thank you. But I just was getting hit with too many notifications, and I think I encouraged you to consider doing the same. If you're just getting hammered with notifications, that's one of the drawbacks of GroupMe or any social media, is it interferes with your ability to focus on whatever you're doing. So I did tune that out. I shut off the notifications. So having said that, I don't get immediate notifications that, for example, you're having trouble logging in. So I got an email from a student last night saying you're having trouble logging in, and others in GroupMe were saying the same thing. So now I want to take a pause and just ask you to reply in the chat. Are you able to log in? Anybody having any difficulty? I logged in this morning, no problem. I think what happened was probably some of you tried to log in while I was doing some maintenance on the site, and you got an error or a delay or something. But I'm going to assume, since I'm not seeing any chat, that, yep, no issues. Thanks, Carmen. I'm going to assume that that's fixed and that it was a temporary glitch, which I apologize for, because temporary glitches come with creating. I'm creating this course as we go, and I'm doing it on a website. So everything good. Great. I made some changes. I'm not going to get into the changes I made, but I think the site will operate better and be a better experience for you. So very good. So what I want to do today is we're going to talk about the Credit Crush assignment. That's going to be your assignment for this coming week. You guys did a great job. I still have several assignments in my queue from week 5, consumerism, where your job was to go out and buy it. Well, first of all, you were going to kind of do a little research, which you did a great job researching what is your expected income when you graduate. That's a foundational piece of your capstone. And as you might imagine, as a financial planner, if I were working with you as a client, we would be building a plan for your life, a financial plan based on the strategy that you've been working, which is to graduate so that you can get a job in the area that you're focused on in your major. So naturally, I wanted you to go do a little research to find out what is an average pay or income for your major. So that worked out really well. You did a great job gathering that information. So thank you for that. That makes the assignment from week 5 beautiful. It came together really well. It was a really relatively easy assignment. So not only were you going to do a little research to figure out your income, but the next step was to figure out what is the average amount that you would pay for housing cost. And the assumption is you're going to buy a house, which you had to do last week, is you had to find a house, you had to buy the house, you had to figure out what is the mortgage interest and all of that. So that was part of last week's. And by the way, this is your bonus point for the quiz that you're going to take this week. There's a question in the quiz that asks, what is the average cost for housing? And it's a percentage. It's like between this number and that number. And I just want to tell you, there's a couple different sources out there, and there's no concrete number. But the number that I'm going to give you right now for the quiz is, I'm going to say it's 21% to 30%. So that's the right answer for the quiz. So if you get it wrong, you'll see the right answer and you can retake it. It's not like I'm trying to make this super difficult, but I do want us to know that there is a cost, an average cost of housing. And so I don't know where those numbers come from. I don't really care. I just know that there's a certain percentage, and I want to make sure that we're using good parameters as we build your financial plan. So that bonus is bonus. It's only worth 5 points, so it's not going to change your world, but 21 to 30% was the number that is the answer in the quiz. So the mortgage, the car loan, and then you were going to go on a credit card spree. So this week, I'm going to share the Credit Crush assignment. And I've created a video that I'm going to play now. So I'm going to hit the video play button. And what I want you to know, those of you who are here on the Zoom call right now, or if you're watching on YouTube later or Facebook, this should be being published live on Facebook and YouTube as we're doing the Zoom meeting. But this is going to be the same video that's part of your money study group lesson. So if you happen to watch it now, you don't need to watch it when you go to money study group, but you will need to fast forward through it. So I give you controls of the video, and I just wanted you to know you don't have to be frustrated that I'm asking you to watch it twice. What I'm trying to do is make this more efficient, time efficient for you and for me. So moving forward, I'll look forward to your input. This might be one way we can do it. Is this week it just so happens that my lecture is to talk about how we can apply really good credit payment strategies to pay off the debt. And that's why I set the table to make you have some debt so that you can practice these strategies in your planning portal. So that's what I'm going to go over in this week's lecture, in this week's video, and that will be part of your lesson in Money Study Group. You'll want to watch the video either here now or on Facebook or YouTube or in Money Study Group. Just watch the video and then take the quiz and then do the assignment in Blackboard. So I'll come back after the video, and if you have questions, I'll be logged in on another device. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and play the video. If you have any questions, now's a good time to pop them in. So, Alexander, you can't log in right now? That's... Mm-hmm. What browser are you using? Have you cleared your cache? Yeah. Anytime, I didn't know this 6 months ago probably, but anytime you have trouble logging in or have any kind of issues with a website, the first thing you want to do is clear your cache, because your computer stores stuff. And if you would have tried to log in while we're doing maintenance and you got a weird, Lucky Charm kind of deal, then your computer very likely could have saved that, stored it, and now it's trying to do the same thing it was trying to do before. So let me give you a second and see if you can, or why don't you just, put it in the chat. We won't hold up everybody to You bet. You bet. We'll get that figured out. If there's a problem, I will fix it. Uh, I'm in right now. Might be on. Yeah, I think if you clear your cache. Yeah, I think it's probably the cache. That's my free advice for today is learn how to empty your cache. I had to learn how to do that on Safari, on Chrome, and on Firefox, and it's different in each one. So anyway, let's get started with the, oh, I'm in the wrong program here. I'm sitting here trying to manage my technology. So I'm going to close this, I'm going to close that. And I'm going to go, sorry, I'm talking while I'm. Welcome to week 6 Credit Crush assignment. This is one of my favorite assignments for the whole semester. And so we've posted
that's a bummer.
the new assignment if I Money Study Group in your course. So
can you hear it at all?
The instructions there. They're also going to be posted, obviously, in Blackboard. Okay. I got to fix it. Oh, you were able to hear it when I turned it up really loud? If I turn it up that loud, everybody in my office is looking at me like, oh, that's not cool. So let me figure this out. You can still hear me talking though, right? So let me just go through the assignment. That's not going to work. I'll tell you what. I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to abort my mission, and I'm going to, hold on just a second here. I'm going to abort my mission of trying to play this video now, and I'm just going to go ahead and upload it to YouTube. So you'll have this video because it's going to be on YouTube anyway, and I will get the sound issue figured out so that we don't have this problem next time. I'm sorry. I assumed it would work. I don't know why it's not working. So if I play it so you can hear it right now, I'm in a shared space at the technology bridge, and everyone in the room is kind of giving me funny looks. So I can't really do that. So I'm very sorry. I'll fix it. If you give me just a few minutes, I'll go ahead and post this video on YouTube. And once I post on YouTube, it'll be in your portal at Money Study Group. And shortly after that, like by 11 a.m., I'll have the video posted, and you'll have the assignment as well. So I'm very sorry for that. I don't know what else to do. I could just sit here and tell you what's in the assignment, but I did spend quite a bit of time making the video nice. So you guys, if you have any questions, chat up now, and I'm going to go ahead and end this meeting and get to work getting the video posted for you. And again, my deepest apologies. Thanks for your understanding. Any questions, chat them in. Instead of Chrome, still says incorrect username or password, takes me to a blank. Okay, Alexandra, I'm just going to go in and reset your password so you can get in, and I'll do that before I do the video. And you emailed me, so great. I'll get that to you. Thanks. You bet. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, okay, everybody. If you don't have any comments, questions, concerns, I'm going to end this meeting for now, and I'll see you guys in the Money Study Group where this video will be posted, as well as YouTube. So it'll be in your playlist. If you haven't subscribed to that channel, I would do that so that you get notified. Same with Facebook. If you like Facebook, it's going to go on the Facebook page. So, all right, take care. We'll see you next time. Have a great week, and thanks for all you're doing to make this course great. You guys are doing a great job, and I appreciate it. Thanks.